Welcome back to episode 23 of Inside the Bus. Some would say LeBron, some would say Jordan episode of
Most would say Jordan.
Inside the Bus. If you pay into Jack real quick, Jack is paying his first week of his bet.
Kind of.
I mean, the whatever it's called, wife beater is going to be more spacious than this. This feels like a women's small, but yeah, we'll be in a wife beater for the rest of the year. So can't wait for the comments when I'm in a clip and be like, why is this guy just always in a wife beater?
Why is this guy juicing?
So yeah, I got to really stay on arm day for the rest of the year too. But
I mean, you are a unit.
We have a
though.
gym here.
Punishment is just on how jacked you are.
Jack was working out yesterday.
yeah, I had to sneak in a workout yesterday. Honestly, I think it was the first one that I've actually done a legitimate workout in here. Great gym.
Love it.
It just feels weird.
I know. I don't really like. I like the separation.
I do too.
Yeah. I worked out in here one time.
The gym's like a place where you can kind of go escape and like get away from the noise, just lock in for an hour or so. But you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And I need to sneak in some chest yesterday, a little back. So we got something done. Got it in this morning too. So we're trending upwards. But yeah, I will be in a wife beater for the rest of the year.
Just paying his dues. I don't mind working out here. I mean,
are you like when I did it during actual office
That's
hours?
different.
Not the move.
yeah.
Because I didn't even listen to music. Didn't want to have my headphones in. I was like on Twitter and Instagram, like still working and stuff. But yeah, I feel like when you did it here on Tuesday morning,
I do. I work out here every Tuesday morning, and I'm by myself, and I'm able to like bring that like speaker sound bar, and I can have it like blaring, and I'll open up the garage door for like in the bit for a little bit, and I really enjoy it.
You were thirst trapping.
I was a little bit.
I screenshotted
crazy?
you.
What was crazy is you came out of that last squat walking, and I was like, "You're gonna hurt yourself."
What do you mean?
It was like you were halfway up and started walking forward. I was like,
gotcha.
"Bro, finish the rep."
I was just getting my George Kittle on. Brooks.
So you only work out on Tuesdays?
No, I work out on Tuesdays here, and then Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I haven't been very good on Fridays. I work out at my apartment. But Brooks lit up on my story. It was like just how I wanted to start my day. So I was like, come on.
Because he had the wedgie going.
Back shots.
I screenshot. I meant to send it into the group chat. Be like, Mitch gonna get me in trouble.
Reference pic.
I had like 3 or 4 people like DM me. It's like, y'all, you need to switch up the angle. I'm like, that's the point.
Right.
What, like right here?
Like this isn't an accident.
Squat down on
like,
it.
The reason I have this is because of doing this.
Right.
Shout out JP for the workout program.
Yeah, true. That workout program is crazy. Shout out Sore Necks, of course.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm wearing them right now. So we have some questions from Striped Up Official. Shout out you. One of a few people that have just given us some talking points in like the comments and whatnot. Nice. So we're going to go through all 5 of yours today. We didn't do enough preparation for today, so this is going to lead.
We can cut that. We're going to go through all 5 of yours today because we were super prepared
we had a
for
lot,
the show.
But we feel like you're owed this.
Mm-hmm.
These are good questions that we want to answer.
Yeah.
This is exciting
It is
stuff.
a great 5.
First one, and I feel like this could be a really good conversation. Childhood celebrity crushes.
And I also want people to know before we get into that, there's a wasp flying around up here.
Fat
So
boy.
if you see us looking around, maybe we're thinking. Or
Late
maybe
October wasp.
Maybe we're plotting how to kill this thing.
We're
Might
doing
be
the
the
show
new
in the
team
midst of
mascot.
danger.
Yeah, true. The back of the bus wasp.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the first person that comes to mind, I think it's recency bias for me watching the show right now. But when I remember watching Friday Night Lights growing up, or like when I was in like early high school, middle school, not only Lila Garrity, but also something about Jules, Coach Taylor's daughter.
I thought you say Jules from Euphoria, but let's keep it moving. Appreciate the millennial laugh for Gen X. She's not like holy shit, she's like hot, but like she's pretty. Like,
I don't know if I remember Jules that much. It's in the same sentence of Lila Garrity.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
kind of hard.
It is for sure.
Because
like,
what's her name? The blonde chick.
I think it's Tyra.
Tyra
too. Yeah.
Tyra Banks.
No.
Close second.
I mean,
go ahead, Mitch.
Mrs. Taylor too. Connie Britton.
The whole cast.
Yeah, damn near. Damn near.
Mitch is chubbed up.
No, I'm just I mean, let's just say I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
okay.
enjoying rewatching it.
All right, that's fair.
I'd
So
love-
your childhood crush is
No,
Lila
I'm not
Garrity.
saying. I thought it's just kind of be a conversation of like when we.
You date a blonde girl. Interesting.
No, saying how when we like all the main characters we hate, just kind of like throwing people out there.
I'm gonna get this eyelash off of you.
I'd like to hear yours.
Come here.
Good. I would like to go before mine gets stolen.
Hold on.
I'm scared mine's
'Cause-
get stolen.
Fuck it, went somewhere.
I feel like this conversation's been had like casually around the office, but mine is Jessica Alba, like from the like OG Fantastic Four movies, or like
And
obviously I like.
literally
And what about?
stole one of my 3. So that's, I'm
Amen.
glad
I know that's
have
why I
3.
want to go first. Like,
I'm
she
pretty
was-
sure
those movies like were my favorite movies, my favorite superhero movies.
There's so
Good
much
luck,
better than
Chuck. She was
Yeah.
a doll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
What
mine,
was the other?
Jessica
Was it
Alba.
blue?
Oh, Deep Blue.
Deep blue.
I think that's
Hey,
what it is.
No free shoutouts, but Complex did put up a post of Jessica Alba I was looking at earlier. Coop, I'll send it to you.
She looks great and now too.
Wait,
Good for her.
what was? You say Chuck and Larry?
No,
No,
but,
no,
but
no.
oh, no, okay. Before you go there,
Good luck, Chuck.
You want to go
Good
next?
luck, Chuck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a tier talk or like a ranking.
That's what we
I'll
should
go
do.
3. So I'm gonna go 3 Jessica Alba. She had moments all across my childhood. Number 2, I'm gonna go Megan Good, specifically in Stomp the Yard.
Waist deep.
Absolutely just gorgeous. Yeah. But my number 1 and like truly where I can identify my sexual awakening as a young prepubescent teenage boy was in I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry with Jessica Biel.
Yep.
She undresses. I can literally still see the color of her panties in my head. And like for some reason that just did it for me. So yeah, those are my 3.
I had
That's a
I
big
had-
Jessica guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Go ahead. Your turn.
And from that era, Jessica Simpson.
I was about to
during
say,
that-
if you're on the
my
Jessicas,
God.
just go
All
ahead
the
and go.
Jessicas.
She was.
Dukes of Hazzard.
What a
Come
movie.
on.
I don't want this to turn hateful, but man, Jessica Simpson had a historic fall off.
Starting with Tony
Don't-
It's all
Romo.
right. She was up at one
She
point.
was.
And so was I.
Don't Google her now.
I need a refresher.
Jessica Simpson? You
No,
need
I know.
a refresher?
I know. Oh wow. Just the recent photo of her.
Yeah, I mean, she got a little work done. It doesn't look great.
Little is an understatement.
Pull up that Dukes of Hazzard, Jessica
You know
Simpson.
who she was, Coop?
Those are all fantastic. I love the pull of Megan Good. That is a deep cut. I feel like Megan Good, and I'll use the movie Waist Deep with Tyrese. Bad. Matt's looking it up right now. Pull it up, Jamie. Megan Good. Jessica Alba. Matt just not listening at
Jessica
all.
They had any
Matt's
black
not
people
locked
in
in.
Dukes of Hazzard.
You must not have seen the movie. Nice
You-
roof, jackass.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I do like the Jessica Alba play. I've always said this one, just I think solely because we share a birthday, but Jennifer Aniston,
Yep.
Yeah.
baddie.
Always cold.
Always
Friends.
cold, man. Damn, that's tough because y'all took some really good ones.
That's why I was trying to go as early as possible.
I have 2.
Yeah, I mean,
that
we
just
can
popped in
share.
my head.
We can share.
Go ahead.
You can always
Oh, yeah,
pull
obviously,
Megan Fox.
I was about to say Megan Fox from Transformers.
It's like it's too looking
Yeah.
for. It's
Yeah.
like, come on. Like,
Also,
Right.
one that also Brooklyn Decker
yeah.
in
sure.
Just Go With It.
Huge
Mhm.
moment, just kind of in that early 2000s.
Shout out Andy
10s
Roddick.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, yeah, you just said, yeah, he's married to somebody. Hove, who do you got?
Number 1, first childhood crush, Keira Knightley.
Ooh, Keira
Love
Knightley.
Keira Knightley.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Another sleeper that I loved was I don't really know what other movie she was in, but Brandy and Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
God,
I loved
bro.
Brandy.
Oh my gosh.
Joe Dirt.
And then I also have a interesting soft spot for like middle of the road, dumb rom-coms, chick flicks, / like maybe even into the Hallmark world of like the female main character in those movies. I always find them attractive.
Oh, just like
I got
a general.
generalization.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What
Where
about
it's like,
like
I don't really know their name, but you see them on some mid-major movies. You're like, oh, this is.
I got
this is an
two
attractive
to
girl.
throw in there too. I think Cameron Diaz used to be
I was about to
absolutely
say Cameron
smoking, and her personality obviously is funny.
The mask.
A movie that I weirdly loved growing up was Van Helsing. And so Kate, was it Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh, another one.
Bad.
Isla
Random
Fisher
movie.
in Scooby Doo.
Who?
The blonde girl in Scooby Doo. We just
I'm
watched it.
picking Velma.
Who's married to Freddie Prinze Jr. still?
No, that's Daphne. I'm thinking.
It's Mary Jane that Shaggy
Jane.
kicks Scoob out of the seat for.
Gotcha. I thought you were going a deep cut on Scooby Doo 2 and the reporter that interviews Fred at the beginning.
At minute
she was
37.
also very attractive,
She was.
and I love that film series. So
Velma, though, is
Who?
crazy.
Natalie Portman's a good one.
Great one.
Yeah.
You're a Star Wars guy, though.
Yeah, but that's my forever crush, though. Number one.
I
That's
like
good.
that one.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a good one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Throw her up there in the Hall of Greats.
Flood the comments with who your
Yeah.
Your
if-
childhood
I'm sure
crush
we're
was.
missing a lot of people, but let us know who else we're missing.
Yeah.
Next question from Striped Up Official. Favorite athletes growing up?
Number one jumps off Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Such
Love
a
Michael
one.
Vick.
I
He was in Madden right when our generation was getting into video games. The most fun player to play with, most fun player to watch, and just something the NFL had never seen before. I personally had the black Michael Vick jersey, which I was a proud owner of. Still am.
Yeah, Fal just got a black Michael Vick jersey, and he got it signed.
Damn.
From he got it through work, and he's the biggest Falcons fan, so like
That's sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, I had a Michael Vick jersey when I was little too. I didn't even like the Falcons, and I had a
Yeah.
Michael Vick jersey.
I have. Are we gonna? Do we just want to like tier talk like the entire thing? We just want to kind of throw out names.
I don't know. I want to throw out.
I
a few
kind of
from,
like throwing the
just go-
names because I mean, like growing up here, obviously, like a bunch of mine are going to be from the Titans.
Yeah.
So like Steve and Eddie, the Freak, Javon Curse, like all those guys were awesome.
I will say on that note, Chris Johnson, just because he was
Yeah.
in an era where the Titans were not very good, and for the first time since the Steve and Eddie era, he put like a true name for Nashville, got us in bigger media markets, the Choppa City Juke. It was awesome.
I mean, he would
man.
touch the ball and you would stand up because anything could happen.
Yeah.
Outside of the Titans, and this pains me, but I always loved Ed Reed, even though he was on
yeah.
the
Love Ed
Ravens.
Ed Reed's a
Dog.
good one.
And then I'm trying to think of like some running backs outside of
I
that.
mean, me, Jamal Charles, being a Chiefs fan, like that kind of shows that I was a Chiefs fan since the mud. Got a jersey.
Dwayne Bowe, maybe?
Dwayne Bowe,
Dwayne Bowe.
Dexter McCluster,
Yeah.
but all, like Megatron, Calvin Johnson. I literally got a Calvin Johnson jersey for Christmas, and I wanted like just to like wear it and like play football in the snow. I also got an RG3 jersey that Christmas as well.
Damn.
Yeah,
Big RG3 guy.
back in the day.
You don't like it though.
Christmas of 2013
Yeah.
was jumping.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to throw a few out for like different sports because
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I
I
got
got a
a
couple
lot of
Yeah,
other.
so, like,
I have a
obviously-
couple of MLB guys.
yeah, I'm a Cardinals fan. So like Larry Fitz was like right when I was like getting huge into football. I was like, that's why I'm a Cardinals fan. Larry Fitz. I also grew up like a huge Tom Brady fan. I mean, you either love him or hate him. I was on the side that loved him. So like watching him, like he was childhood and adulthood because he played for
20
15
years.
million years. But like those two for football. But then like growing up in like the DFW era, like Dirk Nowitzki was huge. Like, and they were good every year with him, like 50 wins minimum. And you know, Dirk is just like he's a Dallas great. And then like baseball, Josh Hamilton.
I was gonna say him. For
The
baseball.
Rangers used to have some dogs, and he was so good, and like he obviously had some troubles, and his career was a little shorter than it should have been. But Josh Hamilton, like going to Rangers games and watching him, like almost guaranteed it's a home run.
Did you ever read his book?
I did, but like a long time ago.
I read his book like 3 summers in a row for like summer reading.
Yeah. He Josh Hamilton, like he had daughters. He still has daughters, obviously, but they were like same-ish age as my sister, and they would play at the same like ballpark for their like little league, and he would just be out there like playing catch like in between games or before games with like all the brothers who had to go watch their sister play. So like me, my brother, all the other guys, like Josh Hamilton would go like play catch, like football catch with other guys.
sick.
He was
That's
like he
awesome.
was cool, but yeah, obviously unfortunate that he had some troubles, but he was huge, like a star.
Yeah.
So Josh Hamilton.
I got Solomon Kalou. He played at Chelsea. He also played for Ghana in FIFA World Cup. I loved him. He was outside on the left or right wing, wherever you wanted him. Kalou, Wayne Rooney was my favorite soccer player growing up. Drogba, he was fun to play with. There's actually so many. Arjen Robben.
Zlatan.
Yeah, Ibra's awesome. I'm trying to think specifically from that time. Seedorf was crazy when you get him on the Legends teams. Ronaldinho.
Some of those old FIFA games were
So
electric.
sick.
Yeah,
dude.
Dwayne Wade for basketball. He was always my number one guy. Steve Nash growing up.
great
Steve
one.
Nash. I had a Steve Nash jersey when he was in Dallas. It was like-
Yeah.
he was about to be my favorite player like when I was really little, and then he just he's gone, and then it was Dirk.
Dude, the amount of times that I tried to do the Jason Williams behind the back
And then
elbow
off the
pass
elbow. Yeah.
in my
Chocolate.
driveway should have been illegal.
Yeah,
And I wasn't even passing it to anybody.
Yeah,
In my
no.
head, I'm just like, that's probably getting there. I need that one to be a little bit more left. So I love that one. There's so many athletes
You
I
said
was
LeBron
obsessed
yet?
with. LeBron is like because I'm a Dwayne Wade guy, but
Yeah, that's true.
but
It was a little later.
and it's not even that. Like I like LeBron, but I was never like a LeBron fan. I'm a Dwayne Wade fan. I just think LeBron is the best
Yeah.
basketball player of all time.
That's fair.
On the basketball realm, Allen Iverson, such
yes,
a huge
good one.
influence,
The
and why I
answer.
started loving basketball at a young age. For me and my brother. My brother probably debatably loved him more, but more of a respect factor if we're staying on NBA. Melo, but like specifically like 2K12 Melo, where he was just a corner assassin, just like
Not
one of the
LaMelo Ball.
greatest- So Carmelo Anthony. So for all the Gen
Matt was
X,
wondering.
Ys, yeah, Matt was wondering. And then in college, not as a kid, but I loved Zebo so much on the Grizzlies. He was just such an awesome dude to watch, and I just loved him. And this one is kind of out there and not a specific person. But in elementary school, I loved the Notre Dame team. That Charlie Weiss was the head coach, Brady Quinn
Yep.
quarterback, and Jeff Samardziju. And Jeff
Yeah.
Samardziju was like my favorite player
Yeah.
for a long time. And then what does he do? He goes to the MLB.
To the
and
Cubs.
plays. So honestly, which is fine. But I just love that era of Notre Dame football too for some reason. But yeah, there's so many good ones you can think of.
It is funny when you just like attach to like an era of like a team.
Yeah.
And
Because
you
we haven't
wa-
even dove
like-
into our actual teams. Like,
Yeah.
we haven't mentioned Tennessee, or like South
Yeah.
Carolina players.
I feel like for us too, like I feel like we all played sports video games growing up. You kind of just go to that era of like, oh, like
Mhm.
I remember playing MLB 2K8 with like Jose Reyes and David Wright, and like
Mm-hmm.
I was a Mets fan because of those two for a couple
Jose
years.
Reyes, that's a good pull.
Yeah. And like went to a Phillies Mets game because of how big of a fan I was. But like you're right. Like you kind of just stick to an era. And for me, like I think of those eras in video game terms. if
Yeah.
that
For
makes
sure.
sense.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel like I
Hanley-
started
Hanley
loving
Ramirez, I'm
Ricky
starting to think of my
Williams
video
'cause
games.
of
Yeah.
NFL Street, like as a
Yeah.
young kid, and
Yeah,
just-
Ricky Williams.
just kind of like too young to like really appreciate like the Miami days and like stuff like that. But then like you play with them in a video game, you're like, no, like I've been here the whole time,
Yeah.
and secretly.
This is gonna be a change of pace, but was NFL Street better than the NBA Street?
Yeah,
NBA.
100%. It has to be. I feel like that's not even debatable. Great games like NBA Street Volume 2, like awesome.
I feel like I played Volume 2.
I think
a
as a whole,
ton.
NBA Street edges out NFL Street, but individually, NFL Street, the first one, outranks any version of NBA Street.
I hate that I never got into it.
Man, it was all
So
time.
good.
It's epic.
I played-
hate that
yeah,
I
I-
never
Such a
got into it.
moment in life for
I
me.
like played Volume 2. I remember playing so much.
Volume 2 was cool, but like it just felt like the graphics almost like felt too much. Like they got like there's a huge jump in like graphics cards, I assume, and I just remember seeing it and being like, it's almost when you see like the 8K camera on an NFL game.
Yeah.
You're like something feels off, and you can like
I don't
jump off
remember
the
it that way.
walls. I don't know.
That was a good
Makes
one.
me
Though.
think of Work Done too. I loved Work Done.
Yeah, dude, he was a
War Done,
beast in
yeah.
that game.
That's a good one. Cadillac Williams.
Cadillac Williams,
Mi-
also a beast in it.
Michael Turner.
Michael
That's,
Turner.
he's. I don't think he was in the video game, but I'm just
Yeah.
kind of naming dudes. Next one, completely different change of pace. Best memories with our parents.
Before we get to that one, we should make. I think we should give our favorite as kids college players from our teams.
Okay.
Because I don't even know how I could say one.
Eric Berry was such a legend in
Yeah.
Tennessee, and like still is.
For
You know,
sure.
beats cancer, goes back to the NFL. Like
Chiefs
I think
guy.
he just
Yeah,
has such an
yep.
awesome story. And like you
He's
could
a
pick
beast.
somebody who despises Tennessee, and they'd still be like, I respect
Oh,
Eric
yeah.
Berry.
I mean,
That's
that's
a great one.
probably that's probably mine from growing up. I mean, that song alone. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably second Eric Berry. Dude was a
Mine-
monster.
Mine would maybe be Beanie Wells.
Jamal's got the ball loose.
Cardinals legend.
Yeah, Beanie Wells.
I had a Beanie Wells Cardinals jersey.
This is a deep pull. Alex Gonzalez, number 11 on Ohio State.
Yeah.
He was just I thought it was so crazy that he was bald and he was in college. Like you're supposed to, but I thought you got
At
bald
that age,
older.
you can't conceptualize it.
Yeah. So, and now he's like running for governor of Indiana or something.
Dang.
So like
Governor.
You got to start campaigning for him on the pod.
this was also like 2-3 years ago when I was listening to, no, this is actually like 5 years ago when I was listening to McAfee because they played together at the Colts. And I think he's running for governor in Ohio or was, but yeah. And I'm, for whatever reason, like just, I remember his bald head, number 11, just out there.
Yeah. I have a couple like pretty big ones. Like obviously Oklahoma State was on my radar when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13 in that range. I loved because it was like around the same time like I was really falling in love with football. Denard Robinson.
Yeah.
And I couldn't realize like that was like they were good when he was there, relatively speaking to how they had been. And for me, like I just see this dude like I thought his dreads looked cool, same reason I like Fitz. He was running around just like looking back on it, it's so funny because I thought like for sure he's like the best player I've ever seen. And looking back on it, like he really like he was good, obviously.
Yeah.
But he just wasn't like like he didn't plan out in the NFL. I got an NFL jersey of his, but I loved Denard Robinson and like but they were always just like bad. And then it was all Taylor teams, by the way. Like I would go to middle school lunch table and have to like fight for my life when Michigan lost a game. So thanks a lot, Taylor. But you know who was there to pick me up like right when football season ended? Trey Burke.
Yeah.
Loved Trey Burke.
Oh, basketball.
Basketball. Trey Burke was so good, and I remember I'm sure y'all remember the famous like game tying 3-pointer against Kansas. I was at that game. It was at Cowboy Stadium, huge venue, Sweet 16 March Madness, #1 Kansas, and that game was just like that's like a core memory of mine is being at that game, watching Trey Burke hit that shot when they were down big, like with 2 minutes left. All the Kansas fans around us were talking shit, but yeah,
That's
Trey
sick.
Burke, and then. Yeah, like those two guys like were my
So
middle
many
school
sick
childhood.
sporting events in doubt, like in your area.
I know it's kind of insane that they like Cowboy Stadium hosted Sweet 16.
Yeah.
It was like they hosted the Final Four the next year, but like Cowboy Stadium hosted the Sweet 16, and it was fun. Core memory, Trey Burke.
Yeah. I think mine, there's just so many because as a kid especially, I was insanely obsessed with all of the Gamecock players. And if I had to choose a couple, Jasper Brinkley, he was a linebacker. He played for the Vikings for a little while. But after a Clemson-Carolina game, at Clemson, you can rush the field after we won. And I went out on the field, and I asked him for his glove, and he gave me his glove. And that was it. Like,
Damn.
nothing was going to make my year better. Then I went on Facebook the next day, and I messaged him, or I sent him a friend request. He accepted it. I sent him a message. Hey, bro, you gave me your glove. Thank you so much. Like, you're my favorite player. Just the ultimate kid message. And he just replies back, appreciate you, bro. And I was like, man,
You gotta
y'all
frame
know-
that.
Dude, I'm telling you. I was so hype. I will always love Jasper Brinkley
Facebooking
for that.
That's so funny.
Bro, I'm like friends with the most random 2005 to 9 Gamecock players who a lot of people don't even know. But then other than that, I would say Sidney Rice.
Yeah.
I got his
Dang.
jersey for Christmas. He was my first ever Gamecock jersey. And I begged my parents to put his, because he did S Rice on the back, not just Rice. I begged them to take it to an embroiderer place. Like, can you guys please get this printed on? Because I want people to know it's the Sidney Rice one.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Those are my two.
Should we go into the next
Bangers.
topic?
Matt's was
Johnny
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel was like, I remember this was more so when we were in college,
That sucks.
but I got like Johnny
I'm just saying
Manziel.
because you're so young.
Johnny Manziel had like a store for I think maybe 3 or 4 months, like an online store. And I went on his store. I had a bracelet from his that said like everybody's coming back from something. a sweatshirt that had like the money sign on like the sleeves, and then like a t-shirt that had like the dollar bill with his face in it.
The 2 with the dollar bill.
Yep. And I bought all of those, and I actually messaged the store like when they were sold out, like, hey, when is stuff coming back out? Because I wanted it so bad.
I'm guilty of that.
I still have a Johnny Manziel Browns jersey that I bought his rookie year.
That's sick.
Yeah, for $500.
That's wild.
What was the next one?
Best memories with our parents.
With our parents.
What do you mean? Damn.
I have one off the top. I feel like some of y'all probably even heard the story, and I need to think of one that involves my mom, just in case she listens, and she's heartbroken that I'm going to tell one about me and my dad. But when I was living in New York before I started working for Bussin, 2019, Titans go on this crazy playoff run, but they were the last seed in the NFL playoffs, playing against number 1 Patriots. I'm living in New York. I take a Greyhound to Boston. My dad ends up flying from Nashville to meet me in Boston. We go to the game. Titans handle business. It was Tom Brady's last game ever as a Patriot. We pick them off, win the game. We had awesome seats, and just like that moment, just like as being a Titans fan my whole life and like going to games since they came to Nashville in 99, it was such a huge moment, not only like as a fan, but like for me and my dad, like the guy who's like bought all the tickets my whole life, and like for him to be like coming all the way like that far just to meet me. And like I don't know if you've ever ridden on a Greyhound bus before, but it is not as cracked up as you may think it is. And so just like the journey of getting there, and then like you basically are going just because you're close enough to be like, I need to go. You have no intention to win or like expectation to win. You're like, I'm gonna have fun regardless. And we end up winning. And like, it was just, I have this photo of me and my dad from like in the stadium. And every time I see it, I just like get like the biggest like burst of like, man, I love you, dude. So, but I also love my mom too. So if you're listening, Kathy, I have so many good memories with you. I just can't even think of them right now.
You got time to think.
Yeah.
While other people can go.
Yeah, I gotta think.
I'll do you want to go first?
You can go if you want, but I got a few.
I was gonna do one with my mom and my dad, so you can go.
All right, my like favorite memory is it was kind of like recurring. Like we did it every spring break, and like this is maybe basic, but like just like we would go to Colorado and like as a family go skiing, and like when I'm growing up, like middle school, high school, like having something to do like that with your parents at the same time when we're just like a squad going down the mountain was just like so fun because like we all like. We grew up like snowboarding out there, like whatever, and then would go and we'd all be like, nobody was left behind. Like we were all good. Like it was just a fun thing that we all did together. That was really fun. And then I remember like in elementary school, middle school, like the excitement, really elementary school of like getting my mom would like pull us out of school to like go to a Rangers game. And we'd go as a family to a Rangers game and like being like peace to like everyone else so they know I'm wearing my Rangers shirt and I'm going to the Rangers game. Or like, and I'm sure y'all at school did the same thing, like having that special lunch table in the back.
Yeah.
Or your mom or whoever would like come bring you food and you could go sit at the special table with them, and then like you get to bring one friend every time my mom came. I know
never had that before.
We did it, and we were allowed to bring one friend. So like I was at my lunch table with my friends, like my mom would come bring Chick-fil-A or something, and then I get to put like one of my best friends to go back. Sorry, everyone else. And we go back and have lunch, and like that's just like a good memory, like because like it's such a small thing, but like when you're like you see your mom coming with like food, and you're like, oh, this is like the best lunch ever. It's Tuesday, you don't even know what's going on.
Just queen.
Those memories were so good though.
That's sick. Yeah, my one for my mom. It's not so much from like a childhood, but when I was moving to Charlotte, it was me, my mom, and then my buddy's mom who I was moving down with. The three of us flew down to Charlotte early, like Friday or Saturday morning, and to like go look for apartments. And it was just the three of us, and like being like that was the first time I was moving out, obviously, and like being able to just like take that big step of like moving out and having your mom there. And like obviously pretty sure all of us are mama's boys. At least I'll speak for myself. I am definitely a mama's boy.
Feels like a shot somehow. Sorry, call back to my
but yeah, like just be like taking that like scary step, but also like having your mom there and like kind of like in some sort of way, like, you know, it's going to be all right. That was cool. And then for my dad, he took me and I want to say two other of my buddies. We went to the Penn State Ohio State whiteout when Ohio State won in overtime. And that was just so sick. Like the three, me and two of my buddies and him all just kind of there. And like, I feel like when you're with your dad and you're at like a sporting event, like, hey dad, can we go do this? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Whatever you want. And like that it's just fun doing those kind of things.
I think for me, oh man, it's there are so many, but I get the one, like the funniest moment that stands out was one time my dad and I were at the beach and we were body surfing, and these were some pretty intense waves for South Carolina beaches. I don't know if there's a storm coming through or something, but regardless, we were already having the best time. But then there was like this huge wave that was coming that neither of us were prepared for. And so I start swimming inside. He starts coming at me. We run into each other, and the wave is like getting ready to crash. And we're both trying to grab each other and like basically throw the other out the way into the wave. And so he gets mad at me, not mad, but he's like, why are you trying to throw me into the wave? I was like, you were trying to throw me into the wave. And it was just like a dumb father-son moment where you're just like both try to throw each other under the bus.
Mm.
And we just had the giggles the rest of the day. And then with my mom, it was the same thing. It's like nothing substantial happened, but we were in Chicago because my dad in high school, he traveled a lot for work. So we went to Chicago one time with him, but he was gone. And we were in a hotel room by ourselves, 2 separate beds. Something happens that's just like makes you laugh a little bit. And then my mom and I had a laughing fit for like 4 hours to where it's like 4 a.m. And it's like, it gets quiet. We're just like, she's like, no, stop. I was laying there quiet, and she starts laughing, and we were so tired the next day. But
Just getting the giggles.
yeah, it's just like such a wholesome mother-son moment. Because my mom and I are super close. Like when I moved to college, it's only an hour and a half away, but me and my mom, it was basically just us in high school because my dad would travel a bunch during the week. And so when she dropped me off, and I'm not like really a crier like that, and when she dropped me off and we were pulling away, I was like, we both just broke down because it was like we were each other's best friends, and it was like, man, the era's over.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I did not expect it to hit me this much. That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like some of mine are like little moments. Like I remember my dad coming to Alabama my last year for the Iron Bowl and sat in the student section. And my dad is a massive Tennessee fan. And I was like, dude, like we got to stand the whole time. Like you know this. And he had a blast. He like got down there Friday. We went out, and the next day he's on the grill making jalapeno poppers. He's bought in, like loving being the host. And then yeah, it was time for the game. It was a night game. So it was a long day, but it was a good move for Jeff being a Vols fan coming for the Iron Bowl student section. I just remember that being a whole debacle in itself, like getting an adult, a student ticket. Like
Yeah.
I don't even remember how we pulled it off, but yeah, it was good. Like there was a buddy of mine hammered behind us, like kept falling into my dad. And my dad eventually just turned around and grabbed him. I was like, oh God, just about to swing on this guy. He's like, stand in front of him. Like he just basically switched spots with him. And I was like, all right, you're a trooper right now. I'd say with my mom, some of my favorite memories are probably when she worked at the arena. So my mom was like one of the first event coordinators when Bridgestone opened in the late 90s, and I would just go and like run around as a kid. That was also the time frame when wrestling was ruined for me because I got to see rehearsal.
No.
So that was a huge bummer. Another like memory I have is when the Nashville Cats, the old arena football team, the turf was down, and Backstreet Boys actually were out doing rehearsal for their show and like throwing football with those guys. So that was another random memory. But those are two things that I just remember. But growing up running around that building was pretty wild. Like some of the stuff that
I'm sure
I
that
would
was so
see
sick,
and
yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah. So those are some fun ones.
Got sentimental there, boys.
Good deal.
Oh wait, hold on. I want to give my mom some credit. It's a quick one too, and it's not even like some sentimental or like crazy memory. But I come back home after my freshman year of college, and like you just kind of hanging around, don't have much to do. And my mom's like, you want to go play tennis? My mom's a really good competitive tennis player and has been for like 20 plus years. And I'm like, yeah, sure. So we walked from my house down to Brentwood Academy, right down the street. And I'm like joking with my mom. I'm like, hey, like I'm gonna go easy on you. Like I'm in the prime of my life. Like you're not gonna be able to keep up. And she's like laughing. And I'm like, why are you laughing? She's like, you'll see. And she beat me 6-0, 6-1. Like as like a 57-year-old woman, just absolutely. She's not even moving. I'm sprinting everywhere. She's just placing everywhere that I'm not. And I just remember like walking back, like not even the slightest bit upset, just being like, damn, like if those are my genetics, like this should hopefully play out maybe a positive for me. But had a lot of respect walking home that day. Definitely brutal to lose to your mom, but you're like, you know what? If it's anyone, I'm glad it's you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think the message in this whole thing is I hear everyone's stories. This is for the dads. Some they have to hit on. It's funny to see the moments that we picked out, and like your mom bringing food to lunch, like you just hanging out with your mom at the arena, playing tennis, moving. Like none of it was these big things that they were doing for us. It's all truly just being there, which is crazy. That's what sticks with you.
Yeah,
which is fun.
Shout out moms.
Shout out moms and dads.
We'll do 4. The fourth one is what about your personality has changed since working here? We'll do that one last. Because I feel like your favorite cartoon and TV shows growing up is like just kind of throwing names out there again.
Damn. Favorite cartoon and shows growing
favorite
up?
cartoon / TV shows growing up.
I mean, off rip
Scooby-Doo.
of course.
Scooby-Doo rips. Did you guys ever watch the Transformer animated shows?
No.
I think I was outside.
I was outside too.
Different eras.
Okay, well, you didn't have to say it like that.
I just was stating the fact. We on a podcast. We talking.
Did y'all watch Danny Phantom, or was that after y'all's time?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Danny Phantom. I was huge.
I
Danny
thought he
Phantom
was the
fan.
coolest thing
Yeah.
to
He
ever
was,
happen.
man. I had a little like video game on my DS or whatever
Bro,
it's
I think
called.
I had that
Danny
game, too.
Phantom.
Just going ghost.
You could switch between ghost
God.
mode and whatever
Yeah.
mode. There was the evil Danny Phantom.
Yep.
What else?
Timmy
was that?
Turner.
Yeah, Timmy
Dude.
Turner.
Timmy
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron. People when I grew up, people
Trixie
called me Jimmy
Tang.
Neutron because I had such a big head.
Damn.
We don't got to bring that up. We
Just
don't
saying.
gotta
It's
talk
a
about
sore
Neutron.
spot.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about Neutron.
Have y'all heard of? I mean, heard of? You probably have. It was a Cartoon Network. It was called like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yep.
I like
Blue?
love that show.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cheese.
yeah,
I
Like chocolate milk.
Yeah.
that show. I like. That was one of my favorite cartoons.
Courage.
That show scared the shit out of me.
Ed, and Eddie.
Courage, Cowardly Dog.
Yes, bro. I would not. That show would come on. It'd start to
You
get to the
like that
scary
toe.
part, and I would just turn it off.
What about like Ed, and Eddie?
Love
That
it.
was before
Hey,
that was before my time, but also
Yeah.
like, I watched
Exactly.
a little bit.
That would
Ed,
be
Ed, and Eddie.
disrespectful not to give a nod to Ed, and Eddie. With
I got
plain
to. I mean, it's
singing.
right here.
Yeah, Rocket Power.
Rock Power's awesome. Yeah.
Hey Arnold.
Powderpuff Girls.
What is that? What was the Dexter one?
Dexter's Laboratory?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dexter.
Recess was a good one too.
Yeah.
I never watched that one.
I was a bit. I liked Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yeah,
Yeah. Drake
Yeah.
and Josh.
I wasn't.
all the hits on. Yeah.
I was an iCarly fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude,
I like
iCarly,
iCarly was
man.
dope.
Victorious,
Dude, I swear, like, I,
didn't watch
Wizards of
Victorious.
Waverly Place.
Wizards
Yeah.
of Waverly
I was on
Place,
that.
I
yep.
tap in there.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez, where she got her.
That's So Raven.
Break.
Corey in the House.
Yeah, Corey.
Corey in the
Corey in the
House.
House is.
But you
sick.
got to go before that. Yeah, with Raven.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
So
that's So
Raven.
Raven too.
Did you like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody or Sweet Life of Zach and Cody on Deck?
I didn't watch On Deck.
See-
Yeah.
On Deck was mid.
No, so I
On
no,
Deck-
no.
I
Sweet
saw a
Life
couple
is-
episodes. And I said,
mid.
"Nah,
That
this
is a clear indication of a different age. group.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's two totally different shows.
I know.
Yeah,
yeah, one's
it
good
is.
and
I
one's
caught
not.
both of them.
I liked On Deck because, like, I think I was
You
too
like
young.
the water?
Yeah,
It was kind of like growing up with
Yeah.
them. Like you went
Yeah.
from Zach and Cody to Sweet Life on Deck. It was
Yeah.
like a continuation. When you're in
My
that
relationship with them ended when they got on the boat.
Right.
when they got on deck.
age. See, I was still,
They
I
were
was
setting
still,
sail. We
I was
both-
still young in
we
there,
were
so I was still
They
growing
got
up with
too
them.
big.
Voyage.
I was
When they
trying
had
to
Kurt
just
Warner
chill
on,
in the,
They had Kurt Warner, Larry Fitz, little cameo on there.
Yeah, here we go. Now I understand.
I feel like. Do y'all remember like those? Like I don't know, what would you call that show? Like not a reality show, but like it's real people, and then like a celebrity like a Larry Fitzgerald would come on, and then the live crowd audience goes crazy.
Sorry. Oh, live
Yeah.
studio audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just those
Those
I loved
moments
all
are
those
good.
shows.
Yeah.
Like
Fresh
George
Prince.
Lopez.
Fresh Prince.
George Lopez was good.
Fresh Prince, my favorite.
Freshman.
Bro, TV was so fun to watch back then.
It is, and now it's just,
Fucking woke media, dude.
All right, and
it's just to me, it's just a lack.
Turn
of
down everyone's
creativity,
mic, leave Mitch's up.
for those types of shows now.
It's
I
so
know.
formula based where it's like,
Right.
all right, one popular thing happened 8 years ago. Let's try and recreate the same thing
Yeah.
7 different ways.
Right.
You know what's funny is like I totally agree with y'all, but like I also just don't dive into what's on children's TV now. Like I have no idea what's out.
I had neither do
No.
I.
But I even
No
think like
clue.
in the Fresh Prince world where it's not really like a kid show, it's more of like a middle school teenager
Yeah.
that like, I don't know. I doubt that somebody would come up with something as good as Fresh Prince right now.
Yeah.
We were in the golden age because they didn't have shows like that before, and like nowadays they're not as good.
For
We had a
sure.
lot of good ones.
For
Drake and
sure.
Josh still bangs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I,
Drake and Josh.
It's up. I mean,
Made
it's
me
up
wanna
there.
work
It's
in
up
the
there for
movie
me.
theater.
Man.
Yeah, it definitely made you want to work in a movie theater.
Helen-
Yeah.
Helen was a
Crazy
real one.
Steve.
Crazy Steve.
Yeah. Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve moved on to iCarly.
He did.
I know, and he was the best character on that show.
Yeah, one of the best characters. Just
God, I
in
feel like we're
that
missing
era.
so many.
Spencer
know.
was
Yeah, I mean,
hilarious.
like,
on
you
that
could do
show.
like other ones like Boy Meets World if you're like old
Yeah.
like that, or Full House. I love Full House.
Full House was great. There were just good
Ned's
ones to put on.
Declassified.
Oh, I love
Ned's
Ned's,
Declassified
yeah.
was
Oh yes, bro.
Actually, I loved it until they made that podcast. And
Yeah,
all they started
yeah.
talking
I didn't
about
listen to
was
the
just,
podcast.
Like,
Them
the
hooking up.
Yeah, it was like, oh,
Yeah, they're like 12. They're like, yeah, we're just running around having sex.
Yeah.
It's
All
like,
right.
it's like
Yeah,
Ned, talk
coconut
about
head.
when I gave you head that one time. It's like, Cookie, shut up.
Trying to
That
look
show. Did
up-
y'all watch? We've mentioned it. Zoe 101. I was big on that
Yes,
show too.
bro.
I had an older sister. So
I
like
wanted to go to
Zoe
school
101,
there.
Hannah Montana. Like I was
Hannah
fully
Montana, I
versed in like
Dude,
whether,
Rico was a
Yeah.
king in Hannah Montana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, Rico was.
Bro,
He
I
was that
thought-
Hannah's older brother.
And what?
Yeah.
Or is that the
it was
young
the little
kid?
dude?
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
hustler.
What's his name? Her brother Jackson.
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 Yeah,
You know he was 40 years old in that show.
He
Yeah.
was-
Have you seen the picture of him and like Shaq? And
I
they're
mean,
the
not
same
young,
age.
He was old. But
Yeah.
Was he 40?
I don't think
He was 30. He was
He was like
30.
in his like mid to
Yeah.
late 30s.
He was like mid 30s, and there's a picture of him with like, yes, John Cena. Him and John Cena are the same age, and obviously John Cena's like jacked and like looks like a man.
Yeah.
And then he's like playing a kid on the show.
The one,
So funny.
I thought like Zoe 101 like was shot at like a fake place, and then you find out that
Yeah.
it's Pepperdine.
Pepperdine.
And like Brooke's roommate went to Pepperdine. I'm like, so was it like the show? And she's like, it was.
Imagine
It's
how
so
many
sick.
times the average Pepperdine student like gets like that reference. Like, oh, have you seen Zoe?
I wonder what
Yeah.
their.
I think Victorious was at a real
admissions
school, too.
Rate was.
I think it's. Well, I was gonna thought you were to say like admission, like what's the cost of it? And it's fucking
No, that would be probably a different word.
yeah. I jumped to a
Except it's
conclusion.
right.
I'm trying to look up some other shows. Degrassi,
I never
I never watched that one.
Proud Family. I liked Oscar.
Yeah.
Like
Hit My Ride.
Phew.
That was great.
I think I might have
What you
seen every
shaking your
episode
head?
of Pin My Ride.
Did you got like this isn't necessarily like a cartoon or show, but like Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe growing up,
Yeah.
and like
Or like
the,
Mythbusters.
What was the food challenge one?
Pawns.
Pawn Stars. American Pickers.
we
Those
said-
those Discovery channels like Untamed and Uncut on Animal Planet, where like the animals were like trying to
Crocodile
kill
Hunter
people.
was when we were kids too.
God,
Great
Steve
one.
Yeah.
Irwin, R.I.P.
I was big
his
on-
son is crushing it.
Dancing with
Dancing
the
with the
Stars.
I was big on Phineas and Ferb too. That was an everyday
Yes.
thing.
That's a good one.
Fire.
A little earlier than that, Rugrats. I love Rugrats.
Yeah,
Wild
the
Thornberries.
Rugrats movie when they go to
Yes.
Tokyo and like
Yeah.
the DVD is like this like bright orange. I think I can like just still see it so vividly in my head. But
I also rocked with the Backyardigans. I just saw that one too. I
didn't
love the
watch.
Backyardigans.
That was
Oswald.
I like Oswald.
That-
The
that-
octopus?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Weenie.
Yeah.
Backyardigans was always on at my dentist office, so that's what I kinda
Backyardigans was sick.
Put the two together.
That gave me my imagination.
Yeah. What was the show? Oh, another one that I liked was Invader Zim, but
Oh yeah.
the show where the guy had a magic pen or pencil and he could create.
Harold's Purple Crown?
No. He could
Is that what
go
it's called?
into this world where he would draw it and then he would go into this imaginary world.
Talking about Doodle Bob.
Nah, but that's probably where he's born. Dude,
I'm looking it up.
it was just like this magic pencil and it was an epic show.
I feel like I know
for
you're
some
talking
reason,
about.
yeah, for some reason, like it sounds very familiar.
I know.
Oh, Kim Possible?
Kim Possible's good.
I liked Kim Possible.
Kim Possible rocked.
Not Kids Next Door.
Kim Possible, like anytime I think of that show, my
villain?
one college roommate was like talking to this one girl in college, and like for whatever reason they just stopped talking. And then we went into their house for like a party because everybody was there, and then they had like his picture said do not let him in, and like underneath it said looks like Rufus from Kim Possible. So
That's brutal.
Rufus was a dog, though.
I also love Power Rangers, like the animation and the live action. The live action was incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was actually
Dude,
really
Ben
freaking
10.
good.
It's called
Ben
Chalk. It's
10.
called Chalk Zone.
I almost asked you if it was Penny Crayon, but
And
I
I
don't
even
think
think
it is.
it's like an in between shows. This thing would come on. I don't know if you
Oh,
remember.
I feel like
that looks familiar.
Yeah, that looks familiar.
Yeah, dude. That's a deep cut.
Deep cut.
That is a deep cut.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Ben 10. I was actually
Ben
huge.
10 ripped.
I was huge on Ben 10.
Big Ten.
Dude, I wanted to watch. I think I had a toy watch from that show. Like
Ben 10.
Oh yeah,
like a
yeah, I
replica,
know
like
exactly
a
what you're talking
little toy
about.
One. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. I watched.
Three Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah.
I've been on that.
That's why y'all got to get back on anime. That's what you're missing out on.
Or you can soak in some American animation. Rick and Morty, Solar Opposites, whatever you want.
BoJack Horseman.
BoJack Horseman, F is for Family. There's a lot.
I
of
did
good
just
stuff out
switching, I guess, in the realm, but I started Game of Thrones over last night.
there. Saw your tweet. That's a hefty commitment, but wow, how fun is it?
I'm about to be following you on that.
It was amazing.
I need to too.
The first 3 episodes. God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just watched it
haven't
last
even
year, and
watched
I'm
it
hop
once.
on
I
board.
can't imagine watching it.
I just watched it last year, and I'm about to start again because Addie hasn't seen it, and I'm like,
I've only seen
winter's
it
coming.
through one time.
we got like this is
Exactly.
time. Like, yeah, it's a
But-
good time to watch it.
Fallon and I got like 2 seasons in, and then we moved.
Left the streaming platform there.
We did. Yeah.
TV.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it.
Dude, you should.
It's a scary commitment, but once you get in there, man, it truly will change your life. It speaking of how we're like they're making the same 3 shows over and over. Game of Thrones is out of that box.
Definitely.
They truly
But that's
did
the
it.
problem is all because there are some amazing shows right now, but they're all like these long
a
hour
commitment.
long ones.
Commitment.
There's no 24 minutes of genius anymore.
Shrinking.
Exactly. So when those shows hit, it's like boom,
January 1st.
we finally got one.
Second.
New season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, might be January 6th, our holiday.
What about Stranger Things?
I was the 28th.
I like Stranger Things. I know people have their own thing. I like Stranger Things because it just makes it. I just feel comfortable watching it. Like it just seems like I like it. Like if the weather's a little stormy.
Yeah.
Like,
That was a great first season.
I'm on the side where I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah.
But I will be tuning in for the whole last season. But it's
I will
weird.
too.
They're all
I
like,
can't believe
half
it's
of them are
still
married.
going.
They waited. Yeah, they waited too
Yeah.
long. They're gonna be like grown adults on
Yeah,
bicycles.
Who's like
I know Will, who played Will.
yeah, he's gay.
Yeah.
And then like Millie Bobby Brown's like married to
Like a 50-year-old.
Bon Jovi.
yeah, Bon Jovi's,
Bon Jovi's
son.
son.
And they adopted some
Yeah.
like kid from Nigeria, and it's
Are
like,
they old enough to do that?
they're 19, so I guess. And
think-
if you're 11,
Millie's
like worth like fucking 50 million, you can probably just take whatever you want,
Yeah.
whether it's a human or not.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
All right. Last question. How has your personality changed or grown since working at Bussin? Shout out Spiced Official or Spiced Official? Spliced Official?
Stripes.
Sponsored this
Striped.
episode. How long we been
I
going?
know.
Striped Official.
30 minutes.
Shout out Striped Official for all of these questions.
Yeah.
You are the best.
If you got more, send more.
Yeah, send
They're
more.
fun.
And
even if
anybody
you're not
else.
him, comment.
Yeah,
Comment
anybody else,
questions.
just give us stuff because we're down to talk about literally everything.
Yeah. How personalities changed since working here?
What about your personality has changed since working for Bussin' With The Boys?
A lot less free time.
I mean, y'all two have been here the longest.
Yeah, I'd say definitely for myself, like a maturity aspect. When I first started, I mean, not only just from like being younger from what was that 2020, now it's 2025, almost 2026. I just feel like I take a lot more responsibility and like having like guys like Matt under me and like just the way that this whole thing's grown and like we have our own like we have our own show. stuff like that. Like just like being intentional about like being here. I enjoy that. I feel like it's not just something that I have to necessarily like. When I first started, it was like, who knows where I'm going to be in a year? Maybe I'll be working with Bussin, maybe I'll be in sales. Now I'm very confident in my job security and knowing that like what I'm putting in here will directly affect, you know, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year mentality. So I don't know. I think it's just more. I've just take it much more seriously, and I feel that I'm taken care of more than, you know, when we first started. Obviously, we worked for free, so it's a good feeling to know that like the hours you put in and stressful nights, definitely worth it. So
Yeah, I mean, I'll go off of that. And I think in like what Jack's saying too is from starting with Bussin' where it was to now, like having like a sense of ownership of like where it's grown into. I know that's not really like how your personality's changed, but if I could tie it into that, going on to like the maturity part of having ownership, believing in something, feeling confident enough to like, you know, put your thoughts and ideas into something that does get put on the internet every day. I'd also say, how personality has changed. I don't know. I think maybe it's not something that's changed, but has helped keep part of my personality is the fun environment we have here, like all the humor that's around every day, along with the grind. So I'm glad that that part of my personality has stayed around, because you can easily get like, and this is not a shot at anybody that has a desk job, but like sometimes you can go into a job and you don't get to feel like yourself. You're there to do the job and then you leave and then you get your life back. That's definitely the pro of working here is you walk in and you feel like you can stay the same person.
I mean, like Thomas literally texted us, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Our show.
Thomas Edwards.
Texted us earlier when we were filming the locker room, and he was like, "Yo, what are you guys doing? Like, can I pull up?" And like that's just kind of like not that like anyone's just welcome to come hang out at the office, but that is the environment we've created where like guys who don't work here are like, "Can I come pull up, say what's up to the guys?"
Yeah, I mean, shout out Slade. Like Slade will just
Literally
stop by whenever he's in town, and
Yeah.
that's what we want. Like he doesn't message anymore. He just pulls up, says what's up, and
I
it's
don't
the
know if I ever even
best.
told you this. I was sat next to Slade on my
I was
flight
gonna ask
back
you
from Vegas.
if
I
you
sit
saw-
down, he turns down, he's like, "What's up, dude?"
I was gonna ask
That's
if you
so
saw him
sick.
when you
And
were out
someone
there.
at the Red Rock, or Jackson, who I went with, who was my brother, came up to me and was like, "Hey, some dude over there says he like sells like vintage gear. His name's like Skate," and I was like, "Slade." And we were at the Red Rock. I never get to see him, and then obviously me and him were sitting like one seat away from each other.
That's
Good time
hilarious.
going back, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say. Were you done? I don't want to get off.
Yeah, I was done.
Yeah, I would say.
No, I was trying to think, but
Like
it's a hard question.
it's. I feel like with the growth of like kind of the company, like you kind of grow as yourself. Because I remember like when I came on, it was you three, and like on that side with literally, wouldn't doubt it's that table that the three of us were working on, and Jack literally worked in the back of the bus, which was I thought was crazy to me.
There wasn't that much
Crazy
room.
cool.
Yeah, but like you kind of come in, it's like, and I was a fan of the show beforehand, so like getting to meet you guys was like I was kind of starstruck to begin with, but like the sense of ownership that you kind of said, like eventually taking over like the entire Tuesday episodes and stuff from you and Blas, and like thinking it was the like biggest task of all time, and then slowly but surely like creating that evidence that you can do it, and like you get more and more comfortable with it. So other than that, I would say like my communication I feel like has gotten better in a sense of like when the first couple times we would travel, like you three like knew everybody, like could talk to anybody, and like had no problem just going up to somebody random and just starting a conversation. That was not me whatsoever, and I still feel like I'm not the best at that, but like being around you guys and being around everybody and like kind of going out and we're traveling, I feel more comfortable, and like just kind of from learning from you guys, being able to just go and talk and have a conversation with somebody and just kind of like be more outgoing in that sense, and like more comfortable, I guess, in your own skin of like having a conversation with somebody you don't necessarily know, somebody random and just kind of like connecting with them for 10, 15, 20 minutes like that. So like that's how I would say my personality has changed. I would kind of, before here, I would just go, if I'm out with friends, I'd just stick to my friends. Kind of like, if I don't know you, like, for lack of a better word, stranger danger type deal. But like I would just keep to myself and keep to my crew. But now I'm like more open to more people.
That's cool.
Yeah, this one's hard to answer for me. I think one of the big things is like maybe independence. I don't know if that's the like right word for it. It's like a big reason I left Texas. I love Texas, like everyone that I left behind, so to speak. Because like when I'm at Oklahoma State, that's very close to where I'm from. You know, I'm visiting home all the time. My parents are visiting me and my brother every week for like game day. So like just stuff like that. Like I wanted to leave, and I had a little pit stop in Atlanta, but I feel like coming here, like it got real. Like, okay, like I'm here, like I don't have an end in sight. Like I come here and I just kind of have to figure things out, and that's what I wanted for myself. And like that's just like a huge thing for me. And I think I've gotten better at it. Like I feel like I've always been kind of independent, but I really realized like once I got here, like having to manage a ton of stuff that otherwise I'd have help on, stuff like that. So like that's the way I feel like I've grown a lot. And then also like still not great at it, but like I knew what I signed up for. Not good on mic or in front of cameras. I do not like it.
Look at you now,
Yeah, I'm doing it, man.
hosting the show.
But even some moments still, I'm like, dude, I want to come here. I want to do graphics, but like being forced onto camera, I think has been a good thing, just overall for like my personal development. So like that, I think that's a big one, because I think like if we're sitting here, like even this time last year when I'm still 10 months in, like I still don't think I'd be this comfortable on camera. So like I think I've definitely grown that way a lot. And then a lot of the same things Mitch said as well, just like confidence in conversation and stuff like that. And I feel like that just comes with like everything else. Like it kind of just builds on everything. So
Yeah, I mean,
hard for an
the
answer.
being on camera and like knowing that there's gonna be, you know, conflict, arguments, laughs.
know, and-
you could be the butt of the joke. You could give a joke.
that's another thing too, is like all my friends, my family, like they know that I don't like, they know that's not in my personality. So I know they're watching, especially like last year, my first few appearances on whatever, like vlog, whatever. I'm like, dude, like I know they're going to go watch it. And then I get like, they're like, oh, we saw you on the thing. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah,
I would say
I
even
wish
like
you didn't.
that's an adjustment, dude. I mean,
It
for
is.
real. Because when we first started, like, you would like barely be on. Like, they brought Jack on episodes to like talk about
talk
shit
like
or
an
like
idiot.
read
They're
ads
like,
or whatever.
"Dude, you sound like you're on drugs. So why don't you read these ads for us?" And they wanted me to be Stoner Jack. And then, yeah, me and Garrett didn't have like roles until probably at least a year and a half into working. Like I didn't do social related roles until probably 2 years in. And I started kind of like shadowing a guy. And then I feel like I've always had like a good grip on the internet and like knowing like what plays, and like I've had Twitter for a long time. So I think it just worked out. But yeah, it's wild how like the progression of just like the first year and a half, I'm like, what did we do besides just take photos and videos, and like that was it, and like, you know,
Put it in
edits
Dropbox.
and yeah, because I mean you'd show up for just interviews, because Will and Taylor are playing in the NFL, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like you're going to the shop every day. Very
Yeah.
strange, very different.
It's like reps, honestly. It's all just growth
Yeah.
within the reps here.
way better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has said a lot of the things. I guess mine would be along the lines of the evidence thing. I think I've always been, I'm a naturally optimistic person. It's just, that's sort of just in my core. So I've always thought big. I've always thought that I could live like a more fun life, or, you know, than what they kind of tell you can live. And so this made that seem very more real. But I would also say, even though I was a big dreamer, it's given some more direction to my dreams. We're like, this is a dream job, but obviously there's a lot of other things I hope I can accomplish. And when I see people accomplishing those things, whether it's Will and Taylor accomplishing it, you guys accomplishing it, guests that we have on accomplishing the things that they're going after, it inspires me, and it gives me more confidence to go out after those things. And so I guess I would say an increase in confidence in going after my dreams like bigger than this job.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
It is like a validating thing when you like work somewhere like this, and you know it's not the traditional thing that all of our friends do, because I'm sure we can all relate where you like get around a certain group of friends and they're all like talking about like accounting shit or finance stuff. I'm never asking them questions about work, and sometimes I'll catch myself where I'm like, damn, I probably should ask more like how's work going, blah blah blah. But most of the time the question is directed to you, but it's because we get to do something so cool
Yeah.
that it does, there is like a sense of like reassurance of like you're saying this is really cool, we're pretty good at it, what else can we do, like
Yeah.
what's the next level. But
Yeah.
shout out my accountant friends.
Yeah,
Paper.
my friends, some of my friends are like, they get mad at me for how jealous they are of like what we get to do. And it's like, it is cool in a sense, but it's
Damn,
also
foul.
no, it's not foul. It's Dietrich, because he's
Damn, Dietrich.
he's in
Fuck
podiatry.
you, Dietrich.
He just graduated pediatry school.
Hey, congratulations, bro.
Yeah, but he's
Ooh,
like,
I'm Dietrich. I'm about to be rich.
yeah, for real. And like he's like, what are you guys doing for work today? I'm like, we're just streaming
George
tonight.
Kittle
He's
was
like,
here.
fuck you, dude. He's obviously happy for me, but it's also like, fuck you, dude. I'm out here.
How many
working.
years of school?
He just graduated this May, and he's been in podiatry school since we graduated.
Very impressive.
So shout out Dietrich for
Shout
finishing,
out
but
those
also
guys.
like,
Seriously.
you chose this profession to go down, so you can't bitch and moan about it.
Yeah, own it. Own
Yeah.
it, Dietrich.
Yeah,
You can go be the best at it.
Don't
yeah,
cut that.
D. What?
No, yeah, like some of my friends over the years, I remember a specific instance where they were like, so like, what do you guys just do at work? Just like fuck around all day? And like, this was like not that long ago. And like, if someone were to ask any of you guys that, it would bug you, because that is what the vibe, like, it's the vibe that we give off. Like from the content, it's like, oh, we work at like, you know, a low grade fantasy factory.
Yeah.
But like in reality, like Monday through Friday, it's a grind factory here, and there are 12 guys over there that are all working on 3-4 different shows a piece, constantly just making it work. And again, awesome job. There's no complaints, but it's not always just like throwing the football here. There's some football throwing.
There's definitely some fucking around happening, but we're
I
getting
mean,
shit
we put
done.
programming out every day of the week, and
Yeah.
twice on 2 days.
But
Yeah, there's at
it's
least
cool.
3 or 4 pieces of content going out a day, and like some people have to make that. So
Show.
shout out us.
And
Shout
thanks
out.
everybody for watching it. That's the best
Yep.
part.
I have to
Thanks
take.
for watching this.
I was gonna say.
Coop want to close.
Oh,
out.
we sign out. I was about to say I got to take a personal timeout because Jared needs me. like
Yeah, sign us
urgent.
out.
Sign us out.
Okay,
Sign
yeah,
us
yeah.
out.
This
Sign us
is
out.
this is episode 23, Jordan episode.
Jordan here.
Episode
This was
Braun.
the Michael Jordan episode of Inside the Bus. Thank you
Shout
for
out that
tuning
one
in.
guy.
So yeah,
Shout
shout
out.
out Striped Official.
Striped official,
Striped Up Official.
Striped Up official. If y'all have like any questions, please. Like this was, I think, one of the like more fun episodes. Answering those, like
It was a cool episode for sure.
it's fun to like just shoot off stuff in conversation like that because I feel like we all relate to it a lot. Like
sure.
we're not saying just obscure things that no one's like,
Yeah.
So more questions for episode 24. Please drop comments.
Episode Kobe.
Oh,
Halloween
Kobe
question.
episode next.
We will see you on the Kobe episode.
And me, Coop, and G are going to Columbia for South Carolina.
Yeah,
Bama
this
game.
weekend.
So
We got a link.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned for some footage.
We got a
I might
link.
go to Huntsville. for
We
Billy Strings.
and thanks for watching the vlog, dude. I saw a lot of the comments. They want to see 18 holes with G, so we'll figure out how to get that done.
Let's go. Need
Shout out
that.
y'all.
Yeah.
Peace.
We'll see y'all next week.